Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mole Trap again, coming at you. It occurred to me after what I was saying at the beginning of the last commentary that technically you people don't actually know what I look like at all. I could be purple for all you know. Just an interesting thought. Okay, anyways, this is game 2 of this season's MSL, the GOM TV MSL Season 4. As it says up there in the top left-hand corner, which I'd be waving my mouse around it right now if it was actually recording my mouse. In any case, this is going to be an interesting matchup. It's C versus ZerO, and C is, well, no, my instinct was to say he's kind of favored, but that's because he was favored to win the, that's kind of an interesting sign. He was favored to win the OSC, the Star Challenge for OSL, and he almost did, but not quite. But he's expected to do pretty well in the MSL. I don't know. It's interesting. C, he's kind of a funny character. He he's really good. He has the best winning career percentage, best career winning percentage of any StarCraft player, and it looks like ZerO just going for the 12 hatch sort of thing. C, thank goodness, setting up his barracks at his choke, unlike every other noob, putting their barracks in their base, and then they get overrun by Zerglings. Gonna put his supply depot down too, so that's good. Wait, no, oh, okay, that's a scout, but hopefully he'll put his supply depot out there too, because a lot of times Terran players, I mentioned this before, they'll just leave their choke wide open, and instead of setting up their buildings at their choke, and they could use one Marine and one SCV, and hold off, early lanes pretty easily behind that little building door. But they don't do that. They don't do that for some reason. I'm not sure why, and then they get overrun. In any case, what was I talking about? I was talking about something. Oh yes. So C is expected to do pretty well. He's very winning in the Pro League, but he has kind of a choke factor to him. He tends to, I mean, he's never made it very. I'm not sure if he's ever made an appearance in the round of 8 of any Star League. Actually, I haven't bothered to go and check, but I know he hasn't gone very far in any Star Leagues, from what I understand. Yeah, he just, and I saw him in the OSC. He was in the OSC semifinals this season before, actually. It looks like C's going for a fast expansion there, so he's not going to close off his door anyways, it looks like, which is interesting. He's going to have to get something out pretty quick, though, because there's going to be Lings knocking on his front door before too long. But yeah, I saw C in the OSC finals of the season before, Season 1 of the Ever OSL Season 1, and he got to the semifinals of OSC, which isn't easy to do, and then he got out of the semifinals, and he didn't get into the actual OSL. Yeah, so he's good. He's a really good player, but I wonder if there's something psychological actually going on inside his head that, I don't know, once it gets to the big stage, he can't handle it or something like that. Anyways, well, this is the I wouldn't call this the big stage yet. This is the round of 32. So there's actually 32 players in this round of the MSL. I think there's 8 groups, I guess, with 4 players each. Does that come out right? 16? Yeah. So yeah, each group has 4 people in it. And for those of you that don't know the format, the first game was Mind versus Hogil, and I won't tell you the result just in case you haven't seen it yet, but I did upload a commentary of that. And then this is C versus ZerO, and so basically the winners of both of those games play each other, and then the losers of both of those games play each other, and the winner of the winners match will be 2-0, and they'll advance to the next round. And then the losers match, both players still have a chance, and then whoever wins that match will then be 1-1, and then the person who loses the winners match will also be 1-1 because they won their first game and then lost the winners game. So the 2 players that are then tied 1-1 have a final match to see who is the second person that advances in the round. So whoever wins this will go on to face the winner of the other match. Whoever loses will face the loser of the other match. So this is not the final game for either of these players. But still important, though, because, I mean, obviously, if you can get into that winner's match, there's momentum going for you. You've got a lot of better chance. You can't depend on winning the loser's match. You gotta try and get in where you can. In any case, ZerO, kind of a new Zerg. Interesting, he's got a lot of Zerglings out here, running them around there. It looks like he's going for kind of a reach around. C saw it, though, and that was lucky for C, because he would have been caught off guard a little bit there. He's running his forces back through that little choke point back into his main. No, maybe not. Maybe he's just keeping going. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why he doesn't have any forces here. He's just got the 2 fire bats, and I don't think they're oh, brilliantly surrounded those fire bats and took them out. And wow, oh my gosh, why did he do that? Why did ZerO run away? Why didn't he go in there and kill a bunch of SCVs? I guess he wanted to save his Zerglings, because they were going to get eaten up pretty well when C's forces got back there, but he could have taken out some SCVs. Hopefully he'll take out some SCVs at the expansion there. But no, he's just running around like a fool instead, and not accomplishing very much. So, really kind of lackluster there by ZerO. You can maybe see some inexperience here. Like I said, ZerO, he's pretty new in this. That Ling's still alive though, but it's gonna go down in a second there. ZerO pretty new in this whole scene. I've never really heard of him. He's only got a few televised games on record in Team Liquid player database. So, you know, kind of pretty new person in general. He's got a very quick spire up. He's getting that third base down pretty quickly as well. See, interestingly, getting that factory up. He's going for a long-term game here already, instead of just getting some more racks and trying to hold off these mutalisks. I'm not sure if he thinks these mutalisks are coming out this quickly. I think his scout got killed pretty early. He let his scout get killed by those lings relatively early on, and it looks like ZerO actually camping his lings out there to make sure maybe another scout doesn't get out or something like that. Make sure, and wow, ZerO looks really young. He sneaks a ling in there and takes a few pot shots at the turret. ZerO running in there, getting a few kind of careless shots taken on him. C is spreading out his forces a lot here. That's a good move on his part. He's got his base well protected on all sides, and that's what he needs to do. Except maybe on that right side. Oh, ZerO getting caught by some fire there, going with some lings to distract. Well, the mutalisks go in, but I don't think it quite has enough forces here. That firebat making the big difference. No, the firebat got distracted and wasn't attacking the lings. So in the meantime, the lings were able to kill off a lot of marines there. C's going to survive pretty well, but I think both players kind of taking about even losses on that battle there, and C's trying to see what ZerO has at his door there, possibly thinking about a future attack. He's already working towards his tech of his science vessels. So C not playing around. He's just gonna kind of depend on those 3 racks to get him where he's going, and at least he's got 3 racks. I just watched a game between Firefist and Frozian. And Frozian decided to go with 1 barracks.